Hello everybody. Saturday, June 19th, a little overcast, humid here in the DC area, but hey, it's not raining yet. So speaking of rain, which kind of brings some doom and gloom to some, but happiness and joy to others, like rivers, ponds, lakes, trees, plants, and to our water reservoirs. Yeah, so it may damper your outing, but it's doing what it needs to do so that moving forward, you have hydration. So as a lot of things are bubbling up to the surface, are you allowing them to be on the surface long enough for you to take a look at what it is? Is this a trigger from the past? Is this a memory associated with a trauma? Is this something that, oh, I had no idea? So anger, all kinds of fear-based things come up. And sometimes there's a reaction, not only to go hating on the trigger or the person that ignited the trigger. You may go off on innocence around you because of your inability to stop, drop, sit. Be in that memory, be in that moment with that memory long enough to look at it as a lesson and to give thanks for that lesson. It may be something that you'll repeat, something that you absolutely will never repeat, and make sure that you do not repeat and go out of your way not to repeat. Wherever it is, release the judgment, the guilt, the shame, all those things. What somebody else thinks, let it all go and look at it as a lesson. And don't go self-hating, because really sometimes the person we're most mad at is ourselves for allowing something to occur. So it stirs up a lot deeper emotions. We don't need to go into titling them. But can you hit the self-correct button and just look at what's been brought up to the surface? Allow yourself to skim through it, and as you're skimming through it, you're releasing, dissolving, getting it out of the way. But you're not burying it, you're not stuffing it back down. You're looking at it going, oh, that was a lesson. Thank you for that lesson. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot about me and my inner core. I can't beat up the messenger, and I can't beat up those that are around when I get the message, and really the person I'm most angry with is me. So this is a prime time. You know, we're coming up to summer solstice and so many other things that are going on planetarily and energetically and blah, 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 blah down the list. But remember, you have control over all your responses. You have control to allow yourself to hit the self-correct, to let things merge and come up and then purge them, release them, okay? And, you know, depending on how much you've been stuffing in that closet is just kind of how long it will take you to get through it. Or if you really haven't dealt with it, maybe it's time to allow a period of time during a day to just sit and allow things to come up, because maybe they're coming up and you're not able to express them. So you can make a note and say, thank you. I'm going to take an hour, you know, this evening or tomorrow morning super early, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to allow this to come up. And allow it to come up without the emotional body taking off with it like a runaway train, where you're having a pity party and a temper tantrum. And if that's how you need to do it, then fine, do it. But, you know, the deeper that you go into an issue doesn't always mean the more clear it becomes. And the more you clear of it, not to come back. That's not always the case. Sometimes it's just a simple acknowledgement of, whoa, that was a lesson. I am not going to carry this on to another day. I'm just going to let it come up. Maybe I need to go outside. Maybe I need to run around a tree. Maybe I need to ride a bike. Maybe I need to go work out. But I'm not keeping this in my physical joints, tissues, organs for another day. I'm owning it. It's a lesson. And I'm just going to bring it up and let it go. Because sometimes we just have to just not go into the analytical mind and try to figure out every root cause and then every pathway from that root cause. I mean, you can if you choose to, but the end result is forgiveness and blessing thyself, thanking the lesson with great gratitude. Dissolve it. Ask Saint Germain the violet flame or Kuan Yin in the lavender flame to come in and just disintegrate it. If it comes up again, bring it up. Do the same thing. Thank you. Keep walking forward with pride and integrity, knowing that you are going through the layers that is important to clear as you move forward, because you want to fill with new information and new lessons. And that's what this lifetime is all about. We're data collectors. We're filtering through data. And then we're collecting that into the soul's memory, while the spirit here is playing. It's playing its God's self out and learning. But this lifetime was specifically designed for you to open the eyes to the pre-programming that has been placed upon for centuries and lifetimes that you've carried through to this lifetime. So this lifetime, it's been like, okay, we're gonna get that up. We're gonna rototiller the hell out of this emotional body, this mental body, this physical body, this spiritual body. We're just gonna bring it all up until all that topsoil is gone, and then we can get some real deep, rich soil in order to plant new. So we can see that the programming, the holding you down, the enslavement, and all those things that continues to this day. Now remember, I have said before, we are not here to extinguish the dark. This isn't a good versus evil, light versus dark. Don't go getting into that battlefield of, you know, which side are you on, get your dukes up. This is about learning how to raise your vibration, which is your light body, and clearly seeing the pre-programming and the hidden shadows and all the things that came along with that, and to shine a light on it, to see it, so that others can also see it, to bring it to the forefront, to see it, and to rise enough where it doesn't suck anything or eat anything out of your life force anymore. It no longer gets to do that because you are in full awareness, because you've raised your vibrations, your light body, in order to see the muck and the entrapments that have been going on for so long. And then eventually, the more people that see this and wake up to this begin to make changes, And then those who have created harm, generation after generation after generation, that a lot of people want to call dark energy, no longer have anyone to feed off of. So they're just going to implode themselves. So you're breaking away from the bully, not giving them your fear so they can prey on you. So allow these feelings to come up. And remember, I've said this in many videos, what's coming up in you isn't just you. The work that you are doing, setting the intention and taking the action to allow it to float up, to skim through it, to merge, to purge, and have it dissolve, you're also doing that on behalf of your light brothers and sisters. And if more people consciously take the time, take the responsibility to do this work, the more it clears for others. Okay? So it has to do with a lot of the me, myself, and I, but the me, myself, and I has everything to do with the collective and what we vowed to do coming here onto this earth plane as very mighty, powerful light beings of the infinite, intelligent creator of the all. And you'll find you'll vibrate different, and maybe some of the things you've done previously no longer vibrate with you, and changes are made. It's just kind of automatic. So take the time to really tune in and really allow the alone time to go and do that. And ask your guides and your higher self to come in and really bring things up so that you can see them, feel them, remember them, thank them, let them be on their way into dissolve. Whoa, go. Remember, shame, blame, guilt, all these things are man-made. It's that pre-programming of how you're supposed to be from the moment you're born, and you never really know who you are because you're following so many programs. You're robotic. You're enslaved in those programs. Cancel, alt, delete, step away. And it doesn't matter if your family or your friends think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This takes deep conviction. This takes courage to own your authentic self and merging every part of you into this physical experience of a body that is teaching every part of the body to experience and express and to hold all kinds of information. So if you can hold all the crapola that you've gone through, imagine when you get that out of the way, that you could actually look at how you designed yourself before you came in and tap into those memories and get on your path, your service to self, your service to everyone. All right? Yeah. Be with that. Breathe that. All right? Much love and light. Bye.